The smell of charcoal and marinated ribs had barely hit the air when HOA. Karen appeared at my fence, clipboard in hand, lips pursed like she'd been waiting all week for this moment. She didn't even say hello. She just announced, loudly enough for my guests to hear, that my backyard BBQ was strictly prohibited under HOA rules, and that I had 10 minutes to shut it down or face fines. This wasn't some wild party. It was a small weekend cookout. Family, a few neighbors, kids running around, music low, but Karen thrived on control. She claimed open flame cooking was a community safety risk and waved a blurry, outdated HOA guideline like it was federal law. When I calmly asked her to show me the exact rule, she snapped that she didn't have to explain herself, so I didn't argue. I thanked her and said I'd look into it. What Karen didn't know was that I already had. Earlier that year, the HOA had tried pulling similar nonsense on another homeowner, which pushed me to research local regulations. And that's when I found something interesting: the city fire code. Not only were BBQ grills allowed, but the code clearly stated that HOAs cannot prohibit standard residential grills as long as they meet spacing and safety requirements, which mine did. Even better, any HOA rule conflicting with the city fire code was unenforceable. The next morning, I emailed the HOA board with screenshots of the fire code, a link to the city website, and a polite request for written clarification. I also CC'd the local fire marshal. That's when things got quiet. 2 days later, the fire marshal showed up, not for me, but for the HOA. Turns out Karen had been enforcing fire safety, rules that didn't exist, while ignoring real violations elsewhere. The inspection uncovered blocked fire lanes, expired extinguishers in common areas, and decorative fire pits the HOA had approved without permits. At the next HOA meeting, Karen didn't bring her clipboard. She barely spoke. The board officially withdrew the BBQ ban and sent out a notice reminding residents of their rights under city law. That weekend, I hosted another BBQ, bigger this time. Karen stayed inside. And the smell of victory? It was smoky, sweet, and perfectly legal.